Okie dokie, fourth graders, how are you? So if you're watching this, this means I am not in class. This is your asynchronous activity. So I would like for you to, we're going to start with a phenomenon. So what you're going to need is you're going to need to use your plastic cup and you're going to have to fill it up with water. So again, since you are watching this recording, you can always pause and press play again. So go ahead and get a plastic cup, fill up with water, not all the way. You want to leave a little bit of space, as you can see. Have a little bit of water in here. And then you will need a popsicle stick. If you don't have a popsicle stick, you can use a pen, you can use a pencil, you could use a colored pencil, some type of object, okay? So I'm just going to keep going. Again, you can always pause this video. What I want you to do is, using your cup of water and your popsicle stick or item, what you're going to have to do is, I want you to see if you can get your popsicle stick or whatever your object is to look like it is in two directions. And if you can bend your stick without actually physically bending it. What can you do in order to make your stick or popsicle stick appear like it is bent? Go ahead and figure that out, okay? And then press pause. Okay. Now, I'm continuing this lesson. So now maybe think, now, if you're having kind of some difficulty trying to figure out what could you do to actually look like your popsicle stick is bent, or bend your pen without actually bending it, try putting it in the water. What do you notice? When you look at your popsicle stick and it's in the water, what do you notice? Look at it level. It's going to be hard to do here because I'm filming this, but you can kind of see. It looks like it's going this way, but down here, it's hard to tell from here. There we go. To me, this looks, when I look at my cup of water with my stick in it, it looks like the popsicle stick is coming in two different places. Here's my question. Here's the first question. Why is that happening? What is your prediction? Go ahead and discuss with your classmates. Pause this video again. Discuss with your classmates. Why do you think your popsicle stick looks like it's in two different directions? Okay, so now let's think about it. What allows us to see objects? If we have objects that don't give off light, right? If we have non-luminous objects, remember, luminous objects are objects that are able to give off or create their own light, like light bulbs. Popsicle stick, water, and the plastic cup, those are non-luminous objects. They do not give off their own light. So when we talk about non-luminous objects, what allows us to see them? How can we see those objects? Remember, it has to do with reflection. Reflection is when light rays, light waves bounce off an object and it travels back, it reflects back into our eyes. That's how we're able to see these objects. So thinking about reflection, how come it looks like the popsicle stick is in two different places, going in at two different angles? Again, please discuss. Now, I'm not going to give you guys the answer. That would just be boring. Boring. I'm not just going to give you the answer. No, we have to do some investigation. In order to do this investigation, look at this. It's time for a brain pop game. All right, so you're going to be going to this website. I'm going to post the link to this activity. So you're going to come to this game. It's called Bending Light. So you're going to click Play Game. Once you click Play Game, it's going to load. Please select the intro. We're not going to talk about prisms or more tools. Please select intro. You're going to select intro, and then you're going to see up here, you're going to have ray or waves. We want to see waves. Okay? Now what you can do is if you look here, you have two different controls. You have air, water, glass. So you have three different properties. You have gas, liquid, and solid. Same here. You can change the type of matter, if you want a solid, liquid, or gas. You can change. So in order to, once you click that red button, it's a wave. So a light wave is going to be moving. And what's cool about this is you can change the material. You can do water, gas, but as you do that, you'll notice that the light seems to be bending. The light wave seems to be bending. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to give you guys like maybe 5-7 minutes, but you guys are going to have to really monitor yourself because this is asynchronous. You're going to have to come back and continue this video. So have someone be a timer keeper. Okay, maybe let's have Eva be the timer keeper in Miss Valencia's class. Let's go ahead and have Farah be the timer keeper for Miss Baker's class. All right, but also, so you can go ahead and play around with the property or the solid, liquid, or gas. But also, I want you to bring out this intensity meter. And you can measure it. It tells you, oh, the intensity is 100%. All right, you can change the material and then you can gauge, all right, what is the intensity now? So go ahead and take these next 7 minutes. Farah and Eva, we're going to give them 7 minutes. Go ahead and play around. I don't want you to change this. Just keep it the same with these 3. Go ahead and play. See what you can find out. Try and see. This game, this activity will really do a good job of helping kind of model and explain why the popsicle stick looks like it is in 2 different positions. All right, so hopefully you had time to do this. Now I want you guys to kind of discuss, share with each other, what are you noticing? Collaborate. What did you notice when you were doing this activity? What did you notice about the waves? All right. Now, as you're looking at this, all right, we know that light reflects. Right? We know that light reflects. But another thing that light can do is it can refract. All right, the word is refract. What is refraction? Are any of you familiar with the word refraction? Okay. Refraction is a change in direction or bending of a light wave. All right, refraction is the phenomena of the change in direction or the bending of a light wave. And the reason this happens is because the wave speed as it travels through the material changes. All right, light waves travel at a certain speed in different mediums. But when they go through a different medium, remember a medium is a substance through which something travels. So we talked about that when we were talking about transverse waves. It's all coming back. See how it all ties in together? This kind of fires me up because it all connects. All right? When light waves travel through air right now, I'm in air, it's traveling at a certain speed. But when the light travels through this solid container, it's traveling through a different material now, and it's going to change directions. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at your cup. We have multiple mediums. We have air, which is around us in front of me in this container. You have a solid, which is this plastic cup, and you have a liquid. You have 3 different mediums right here. Okay. What you should know is that water is thicker or denser than air. So when the light from this light up here, hello, Mr. Light, when the light from that travels through the air and goes through the water, as it travels through the water and it goes through the water, the speed changes. When the light changes its speed, it causes the light to change directions. Okay. So it's very important to know that for refraction to occur, light has to travel through 2 different transparent, oh my gosh, more of our studies come back and tie into this. For refraction to occur, the light has to travel through 2 different transparent mediums. Look at, in this instance, in this example, we have air is one medium. Remember, a medium is a substance through which something travels. Light is traveling through air, but it's also traveling through water. Water is thicker or denser than air. So the reason we see refraction occurring is because the light in the air is traveling at a certain speed. As it hits the water, because it's thicker, it slows down. Go back to your game. We have air, and let's do glass. Look at the light waves that are coming out of here, right? Look at how fast they're moving. I wish I could zoom in. But you can see that they're traveling at a certain speed. But when it hits the glass, remember this material is a glass. Once it hits the glass, hopefully you can see that it's starting to slow down. And what's cool about this intensity meter is you can track and you can have visual evidence. Look at the intensity in the air. Remember the material or the property medium up here is air. Hello, this is air. All right, it's at 100%. But once it comes through the glass, which is a different medium, which is denser than even water, look at, we go from 100% all the way to 90%. There's a 10% decrease in how intense. So basically, these light waves are slowing down as they are traveling through a different medium. It's a transparent medium. And here you can see the refraction occurring. It's looking like it's at a different angle. So when light travels through a different medium, the light waves change their speed. They slow down. Here it's 94, so it doesn't travel as slow through water, but still we go from 100 to 94. Okay, this is refraction. Refraction is a change. Let's go back to refraction. I want you guys to really understand that. Refraction is a change in the direction of the bending of a light wave. And this is caused by the change in the wave's speed as it travels through multiple mediums. So going back to our cup, we have multiple mediums. The light waves first are traveling through the air, through the gas. It's hitting and going through the plastic cup, which is another medium, and into the water, and then back into our eyes. It is reflecting back into our eyes. As the light refracts and reflects back into our eyes, it looks like it is bent because the speed at which the light is traveling, we're seeing it from two different speeds. The part above the water, where there's no water up here, right here, that light is coming to us at a different speed. And then the light coming from the water through the plastic cup is coming at a different speed as well. So we're seeing it through light at two different speeds. That is refraction. Okay? The key takeaway is the reason light bends is because the light waves slow down as they enter a different medium. This will cause the waves to shift the direction that they travel. Has to do with the different mediums. If you understand that there are different mediums and that those different mediums affect the speed at which light travels through them, you will understand hopefully you understand the concept of refraction. You can always come back to this game. This link will be there. Measure, see, this does a great job of just indicating and showing you what refraction is, how it works, and how when light travels through different mediums, the speed at which the light travels through slows down or changes. All right, fourth graders, so if you have extra time, now you can go ahead and explore with the prisms. Only if you have extra time. You can try and do more tools. You can measure the speed as well. This one does a good job of measuring the speed. Okay, so that is our lesson, part 1 on refraction. Part 2 on refraction is going to be coming up next class. All right, fourth graders, you did a great job.